Hi, today's video is the browse through of the Burda November 2020 issue, and if you're interested, please stay tuned. Hi, welcome to It Is Josie here. I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, I'm well myself, and it's raining outside, it's gloomy, it's a bit dark in the house, so I brought it to my conservatory because there's not much light coming into my sewing room. So, and this is the only place that's well lit up in the house, although it's quite the coldest. So I'm coming to you today wearing my South Bank sweater. It's my most recent make by Nali Patterns. I don't think you'll be able to see it properly, but it's a sweater. It's a sweater dress made out of this far-backed sponty that I got from Minova. If you can tell, inside is so soft and squishy. I don't know if the camera can focus. Yeah, it's the softest thing you'd want to wear in such weather. Before I go on, I would like to welcome everybody who is here for the very first time and probably came here to see a browse through the Burda Style magazine. On this channel I share sewing related content and a few things here and there as I go along. And for my old subscribers, thank you for watching my videos and giving me the support. Commenting on my videos always warms my heart. And for the new subscribers, you're welcome. In today's video, I'll be showing a browse through of the November 2020 Burda Style issue. I should say I've not yet opened it. I received it yesterday, and I want to give you my first impressions. And before I go on, in August, I had a collaboration, a video I recorded with my lovely friend Hila from Saturday Night Stitch. He is an experienced Burda Style magazine sewist. She just loves them and she sews a lot from them. I'll add a card up here to that video that we recorded. We compared the two different issues, the English issue and the German issue. And also we did a quick browse through of a few patterns we're interested in. And we're meant to record another follow-up video on what we had showed you then. Unfortunately, we are not able to do that as it is in a local lockdown. So we can't visit people in other households as opposed to yours, nor visit their gardens. So you can't see most of your friends unless the few friends you have kids in the same school that you could see each other in the school run. Other than that, you can't do any of that, so we can't do that. So I decided to go ahead and today and record a browse through of the November issue. It arrived yesterday and I could say I've not yet opened it, and I was deliberate not to watch any browse through videos on YouTube because most times when I do that I don't get a chance to look through my magazine and enjoy it because I've seen already what's in the magazines. I've only actually just opened it, removed the top page, but I want to do the proper browse through with you, so we shall have that. And probably history about my relationship with Burda Style magazines. I started buying them I think in 2011. I bought them for about a year or so. Returned to Africa, came back in 2015, and I think I didn't buy any all that time until 2017. That was when I got into active dressmaking, and from that time I've been collecting quite many of them. However, I've not been sewing as much, and I thought this browse through should be more like an accountability, that when I browse through a magazine with you and showing you, I take it upon myself to sew at least one item from that magazine. I think that makes it more justifiable to continue on with the subscription. So with no further ado, I'm going to take you through a browse through, my first impression and what I think about it. I'm not one who knows all about fashion 60s, 70s. I won't lie to you that I know that, but I love to sew things that I think suit my style, suit my taste, and things I love to wear. And so I'm going to take you through the browse through. I want to apologize, there's some wind in the background. Just when I started recording, started raining, so I'm back at it now. And this is Burda November 2020, and this is the cover page. And we've got that shift dress with a few pleats at the front. Then it has some cuffings there. And yeah, the singer advert. And these are the pieces that we are going to see in the magazine. I'm also seeing them with you for the very first time. We've got a little page of vintage. We love vintage. If you people have made a few items from some vintage patterns from the Burda magazine, feature of a few people. modeling their dresses. And here we go. There are these trousers. These trousers are in long size and they are in denim. They're your loose fitting trousers. They seem to be boot cut pants. They're in denim. They're loose fitting pants, but what has sold me out here is the pinafore dress for the little girl there. Unfortunately, I think my daughter has outgrown Burda style magazine sizes, but I'll see if this can fit her cause I love pinafores and I've always loved pinafore dresses on her. And over here we've got this amazing interesting top. It's made out of a wool, textured wool fabric, and as we can tell there are buttons here. It has a bit of a belt. Still it's loose fitting, but a belt that runs from the back and still closes at the front. If you can tell from the lines drawing here, there are buttons here and over there. Then we also have an interesting skirt here. It features a slit and a belt-like feature for the waistband. It's an interesting skirt, and this is just at the front because the back is your plain skirt at the back. It's an interesting one, and this is made out of stretch cotton fabrics. Okay. And there's this interesting top that you can see here. It has some gathers at the front, and actually they don't run up to the very top. It's just a little bit, mostly for shaping, I think, around the bust area. This is the lines drawing. It's actually an easy top. It's just your basic. It's made out of viscose, so I think it's a woven fabric. It's like a t-shirt, but with no closures whatsoever. This should be an easy make, really. It has a few gathers on the sleeve, if you can tell from here. A few gathers on the sleeve, a few gathers at the front, and it should be a quick make. And I like that they've used the same fabric for the little girl's blouse. It's an interesting one, and it's also viscose fabric, if you can tell from the lines drawing. And it just has pleats at the front, and I don't know, this looks like it's not attached to the top. It's an interesting one, but it looks quite a bit complicated. A lot going on for me. A little girl's dress. It's something I would run for. And there's an interesting dress here, which I think is a midi. It has no shaping whatsoever. In all honesty, when I look at it, I just imagine a night dress. It has that kind of vibe it's giving out. It has cuffings, the lines drawing. Then it has gathers at the bottom, unless you're going to wear it with a belt, but not for me. And then there's a woolen, it's made out of wool. It's a woolen pleated skirt with some backcords over here. It's an interesting one with a few backcords and a few gathers, and it's pleated at the back, if you can tell from the lines drawing. It's an interesting one, but still not for me. Wow, and I think they're doing a lot of matching mom and me outfits now. Here they're calling me, and I think this top, the girl's dress, is the same pattern that's used for the top here. Actually, it's the same pattern over here because they both have that flap at the front. Yeah, and it's what they've used here for the little girl, and they've just lengthened it. I think here it flaps up, and it has gathers around the sleeve. And the lady's dress is a button-down dress with a little collar of some sort and some gathers on the sleeves. And this is also a viscose dress. It looks interesting, actually. It looks nice. Yeah, that looks good. And I like that they matched up nicely, that they're giving me ideas to sort of something matching with my daughter. Oh, and we've got a cardigan here. This is interesting. Actually, it's a good one. It's made out of the fabric. They're not telling us the exact fabric that was used, but this looks like a ribbed fabric. I could be wrong, or a sweater knit fabric. It's a long cardi, button down cardi, quite long, and actually it's a loose fitted one. And this cardi comes in short sizes too, so a bonus. And then there's a jacket here. I don't have much to say about it because I won't be making it. It looks like a cropped jacket with a lot going on over there. I like this. This is like a waistcoat of some sort, but lengthened, and it has a hoodie. It's a good idea, but knowing myself too well, there's no way I can go out of my way. Make something for cold weather that doesn't have sleeves on, because it won't work for me. However, I like the poncho, the little girl's poncho. The lines drawing here showing us an easy make. It just has a zip at the front. And then it's definitely long sleeved and with a hoodie. This is good. And if you love sewing for your animal friends, there's a dog coat over there, a pattern. And yeah, the jacket is the pattern that they're showing instructions for in this issue. The jacket that I might not be making, but if you're intrigued to know all about it, yeah, it has, I think, some elastic in the cuffs and in the cuffs here, and it's zipped up. It has a bit going on, but that won't be for me. Oh, and we've got an interesting dress here. It's an interesting dress here, and it's made out of, it's recommended for Romanentive jersey. It's a bit stretchy. It's a good one. I like the detailing at the neckline. I don't know if it's clear for you to see. It has a bit of pin tucks of some sort, then darting at the bust, and it's form fitted, and it has a bit of some puffing at the sleeve head. It's an interesting dress. And there's another button down here. I think it's the same one we've seen in viscose made that matched up the girls one. This is a cotton and silk blend. It's a see-through dress that they've layered over a turtleneck and leggings of some sort. It's an interesting one actually. It's showing how you can pair it up. I don't think I would go with that symbol, but I like it in the viscose as we've seen it. It gives you a lot of layering options. You can wear it by itself in the summer, warmer months. And then also a turtleneck. You can wear it with a turtleneck and leggings for the colder weather. And again, we are seeing the cardie here. It's showing you the shaping. It's a bit of a cocoon-like shaped cardie. And this is made out of chunky knit fabric. It's more like a sweater knit. And we've got some pants here that are interesting. They're made out of silk. Interesting pants. However, not for me. Interesting. They're showing us these vest again in a more stable fabric. This looks like a wool blend, but they're calling this viscose knit. I don't know which other properties are in it, but it looks like a woolen knit because it's quite stable, if you can tell from the neckline there. And yeah, I like this. And this is a bit of a turtleneck. It has no seam whatsoever, so it's one piece. I think this is a very easy one that they're telling us, super easy. It seems to feature just the front piece, the back piece, then we also have the sleeves. So they're just 3 pattern pieces, and it's actually super easy. So if you want to venture into this, and this was made in crepe jersey. I have a feeling this fabric is more stable than just your given crepe jersey, because it has to be able to hold up the neckline there. But this is an easy make, which you can try to adapt in various fabrics that have some that are stable enough. And we've got an interesting top here, which also looks easy, and just features 2 pleats at the front and a keyhole in the back and a cuffing. I think it has some buttons, and this is made out of stretch poly fabric, and I think it works best for more drapey fabrics. Let's skip these. These are the pattern pieces. Don't think you want to be tortured by these. Shall flip through. And over here we've got an interesting top. It's interesting, but I don't think they're calling it easy, but I don't think it's your very easy pattern to sew up. And it's made out of silk. It's gathered at the waistline, then it has this band. Then I like the drape at the neck. It's interesting, but there's no way I'll be wearing this dress. There's nothing happening this year, but it's an interesting one because it also has similar gathers. I don't know whether this is stretchy silk, because in my mind I'm not sure whether it's woven or stretch, but I think it's a stretch fabric because it has no openings whatsoever, not even in the back. So I think it comes easier with stretch fabric because it has gathers. Then the cuffing, It's an interesting top. It's a beautiful top if you want to go further with that. There's a simple coat here actually. I'm liking this. Not that I'm going to make it, but who knows. It's not very hard. It's made out of wool. It's your basic double button. Is it double button? I've forgotten what they call them, but those double buttons. Yeah, it's a long one with a belt, and I like the lapels on the coat, and it's a long coat. Then here we have the same pants, I think, that we saw in denim. If I could show you the lines drawing. They're the pants, the same denim pants. They didn't, I wasn't sold out with the denim version because I think I don't think it would drape a bit, and with this shaping you don't want it stiff on your body. I think it doesn't sit so well. And I think this is made out of stretch polyester. I have a feeling that gives it more drape and it's just not stiff on your body. However, they're still not for me, but I like them better in a more drapey fabric as opposed to the stiff denim. And the same coat is here. They've eliminated the belt loops, so we don't have the belts. No, is it the same one actually? No, this is a blazer dress actually. It's not the same. This is a blazer dress, which is interesting actually. I don't like the pairing with these bell-bottom trousers, but hey, that's how they chose to do their thing. But I like the dress, knowing that I'll be making it is quite so complicated to wear. I would rather go through all that to make a coat that I know I'll wear much more than a dress. And here we've got the instructions for the cargo pants that we've already seen. Oh, they've got instructions for 2 items, which is interesting actually. Okay. And over here we've got a blazer. Yeah, they seem to be giving us a lot more lately. They've got an interesting blazer here. No one is telling you that it's an easy one. But we've got a blazer here. If you can tell from the lines drawing, it's a shaped blazer. It's shaped in, if you can tell from the waistline. It looks good on her. Probably when one time I want to make a blazer, I'll make one. But not now. I don't think I'll be making a blazer anytime soon. And then we've got some pants here, trousers. I like them. They're interesting pants. That's giving a tip. Feminine blouses and cardigans soften the trousers and make them look modern. So these are interesting trousers. They've got a few pleats, but not much going on. Then here we are featuring this jacket, which has a pleat in the back. It's an interesting jacket, but I hope I find something or a few items I'm actually excited about. At the moment, I'm not finding any. And we've already come across these trousers, but we've already come across this skirt, but the other was in plaid. And this is just it's in a woven poly wool blend. And it's pleated. Honestly, I wouldn't go down the road of making any pleated skirt because it's giving me more work with maintaining the skirt, making sure that I have to iron the pleats right before I wear it. This dress, I think we've come across it already. I could be wrong, maybe not. But I think there was one similar to this. Let me cross-check. But it's an interesting shift dress, straight dress. They're telling you it's easy, not super easy, but easy. This is made out of a lightweight woven wool, and it features a few cuffings at the sleeve and pleats at the front. Oh, we've come across this, but in a blouse version, and this is made in a more heavyweight fabric, mostly to cater for the cold weather. Oh well, I'm liking this actually. And this is the dress version of the top we've already seen. And they just lengthened it, the easier top. This is a contender. I think it would come out nice. This is made out of fine jersey, they're saying. I think that's why it's more drapey. It's actually looks like I would easily make it out of the fabric, like similar to the jumper dress I've just shown you I'm wearing. And I like the neckline actually. This is a contender. And they made it out of They're saying fine jersey fabric. I think that's why it's drapey, not as stable as the other. But play with texture, trendy corduroy or leather look, sophisticated with knits. I think that's for the bottoms. That's the advice they're giving you, and they're telling you it has a funnel neck. Yeah, I was trying to find the name of the neck. It's a funnel neck, and I think this will come together nicely in most fabrics like jacquard fabrics. And I don't think I would make it in a soft fabric. In a lightweight fabric, I would rather go for more stable fabrics like sweatshirting to give it a more stable look. But I like the funnel neck and the vibes it's giving me. And we've already come across this skirt. I don't think I like it much in this. This is wool stretch. It's more drapey. It's not giving us the good straight skirt it's supposed to be. It's quite drapey. I'm not sure I would make this. I don't think it's my cup of tea, but hey, someone else might love it. And we are seeing this same top that we've seen in stretch silk, and this is made out of in jersey. Really, it's an interesting one actually. It looks much better here. It doesn't look as complicated here, and it would be something interesting to make. And the same top here is featured in shirting fabric, but this is silk. It's still gathered at the front, just up right above the bust line, and the sleeves are gathered in. It's an interesting one actually. And then we are going to, I think these are plus sizes here. And there's also a turtleneck top here, which is an interesting one. It has a bow for that you tie at the back, and they're telling it's super easy. And it's not the same as here. No, it's over here. The lines drawing to the top. It's an interesting one actually. It has no other closure apart from the straps in the back. And here we have these pants. They look interesting. They have buttons on the sides, and they're straight pants. They're quite easy to make. They're showing that they're an easy make. Not super easy, but easy make. And over here we've got a detailed dress. I think it's made out of jacquard, like I could tell. It has the smallest, it looks like similar to a sweetheart neckline, princess seams. It's an interesting dress, and it just comes below the knees. And then we have these two tops. They're quite similar. I don't know what the difference is. Most times with Burda, I've realized that they show you A and B, and you'd think they're any different, but the difference is in the fabric they used. In this version they use viscose, and in this they used still viscose print, but I'm yet to see what the difference is. But they look the same to me. They both feature raglan sleeves, and they're drapey at the bottom. Honestly, I can't tell the difference between the two, but yeah, those are the two patterns there. And over here we've got this interesting jumper. Actually, it has buttons in the back. I don't know how easy or complicated that would make it. I'd rather have the buttons at the front. It's interesting that it has actually a V, a deep V in the back. I don't think this deep V would give you a chance to wear any bra with underneath, but it has the buttons at the front. I just feel like when I look at this, I just feel like flipping it the other way around. And as we can tell from the lines drawing, the back is rounded, so anyone who would be uncomfortable with this would instead wear it the other way around. I think we've already come across this dress. Yes, we've come across it, but the other was a midi. This is just knee length. I don't think I like it in this fabric. It doesn't do any justice to it. The fact that it's not as stable, the waistline, the band just looks like, yeah, it's sitting that way. It looks much better here in a more stable fabric. I know the lady's covering the waistline with her arm, but I think it would look better in a more stable fabric. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's my opinion. And we've got an interesting blouse here, which looks like a jacket. It has a lot going on. It seems to have an elastic casing over there. Then it has a few bows there. Interesting. And here they're giving you a little view of the making of the magazines that same lady we're seeing when they were trying to take pictures of her in the dress. And the magazine looks interesting, but I hope I can find something I really want to make from it. The look of things. Hopefully I will have something to make out of it. And this is a preview of what's coming out in the December issue, and I could say that's it with this browse through. And I've not found a lot that I love apart from the pinafore dress for the girl. I like this pattern, but I don't like it in a more drapey fabric. I'll probably go make it out. If I decide to go for that, I might choose something that's more drapey. Otherwise, that's it with my browse through. I'll come back to you with whatever I will have decided to make out of this pattern properly next month. I'll show you what I would have made from this issue. I'm doing this to hold me accountable, in that I try to sew something from each and every issue I buy to justify the spend and to justify the subscription and the many magazines I keep collecting. Tell me if you love these browse throughs, if I should continue making them. Let me know what you think about this issue. It's been an interesting one. I don't think I found a lot that I love. But who knows, I might be inspired by other people who have made items from these magazines. I'll come back to you next month with what I've chosen to make from this pattern. Until next time, please like, comment and subscribe. Bye.